Hi, welcome to Kinda Like Soda Live. This is Kevin McCarthy, and I'm coming to you live after the Oscars. Well, for starters, it was an interesting show. Let me just say that I was really impressed with the fact that they brought up the 5 past winners for the supporting actor, actress, best actors, best supporting actress, and for the acting categories. I thought that was unique. I think they probably did that because they knew Heath Ledger wasn't going to be there, so they didn't want to just have some guy read it and now accepting for the Oscars is so-and-so. So they really wanted to celebrate all the 5 nominees. But I thought it was good, and I hope they kind of continue that. Aside from that I think they gave the Oscars to people in the parking lot and at the seats, I thought this and that time was the best time that the Oscars were actually made for TV and not just made for the people in the audiences. But let's kind of get started, kind of run down who won and stuff. For Best Original Screenplay, Dustin Lance Black, the Salinas native, won for Milk. This was a very good script, 90 pages, although the movie ended up being 2.5 hours, so you wonder how much did Gus Van Sant really change the script. But hey, that's good. First time writer, and you're surprised that the script was written by a first timer too. So, good job for Dustin. Best adapted screenplay, Simon Beaufoy's Slumdog Millionaire. He previously was nominated for The Full Monty, but it's good. He finally is an Oscar winner, and he wrote a terrific script, based on a wonderful novel by Q&A. Achievement in visual effects went to Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which I think everybody agreed that was a good choice. Achievement in sound mixing went to the Slumdog Millionaire. That was a surprise. I thought it might go to the Dark Knight. And then achievement in special effects editing went to the Dark Knight. And achievement best live action short film. I thought it was going to be the French film Magnon on the Asphalt, which if you haven't seen, check it out on iTunes. They have all the short films and short animated films for purchase for $1.99. But the best live action short film that won was a film called Toyland, which actually was a very, very good 7-minute film about I don't want to give it away, but it was really, really done, and I was not disappointed because he made a short film that you can almost in your mind create like a longer image. Best animated short film, I thought it was going to be the Pixar's Presto, but it actually went to a French film, a Japanese guy who made a short animated film called Les Maisons en Petites Coupes for a French company. Best song went to Slumdog Millionaire's Jai Hole, the end credit sequence. That was a very, very, very upmoving song. Although I did find myself humming Peter Gabriel's song from WALL-E, the Down to Earth song. I'm like, oh, maybe that was pretty good, but that's just one of those years where, you had 3 good songs nominated. And Jai Hole, it was good because it was different. Something, me growing up in America, not used to hearing, and it was a really good song. Best achievement in music written for motion pictures original score, Slumdog Millionaire won. A.R. Rahman went home with 2 Oscars last night, so it was a very good, very, very good win for A.R. Rahman. Brilliant musician, and he's probably going to get a lot of work done. A lot of work here in America, as scoring movies. So he's just gonna become even more famous. Achievement in makeup went to Curious Case of Benjamin Button, well deserved. I think everybody agrees. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you agree that visual effects and makeup deserves it. Best foreign language film of the year. I thought Waltzing with Bashir, the Israeli film, but instead it was a Japanese film called Departures. So I definitely can't wait till that's released here in America so I can go check that out. Best achievement in film editing went to Slumdog Millionaire. So it's like Slumdog Millionaire really, it really started to clean up at the Oscars. Best documentary short subject, I thought it was going to be Final Inch, which is about the cure for polio. But it went to an Indian film called Smile Pinky, about a child who was born with deformities and stuff. And then there's for best documentary feature, went to Man on the Wire. It's a film that, I mean, I think anybody who saw that film would clearly agree. This is a truly amazing film about a guy who walked a tight wire between the World Trade Center towers. Best achievement in costume design went to The Duchess. Not many people saw this movie, but when you actually look at it, it's like, wow, that costume design deserved to win. Achievement in cinematography went to Slumdog Millionaire. Again, it's hard to stop a steamrolling process. Best art direction went to The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Again, they shot out in 3 different decades of New Orleans, and they did it after the destruction of New Orleans, after Katrina. So well deserved. Best animated feature of the year pretty much was no question. It was going to be WALL-E, although Kung Fu Panda probably created some doubts because it was a very good film. But nonetheless, WALL-E won for best animated feature film. For best actress in a supporting role, this one was something like between Amy Adams, Penelope Cruz, Viola Davis, Taraji P. Henson, and Marissa Tomei. I said, as I reported here on KindLikeSo.com, Penelope Cruz was my favorite to win, and she won. So I was very happy that, and she, like Javier Bardem did the year before, she had a bilingual speech. That was very good. I like that a lot. Best performance by an actress in lead role. Again, as reported by me live here on KindLikeSo.com, Kate Winslet won for The Reader. So that's another plus for us. For best performance by an actor in a supporting role, as promoted by as I suggested, Heath Ledger, Dark Knight. I predicted that, and he won. Best performance by a director was Danny Boyle, Slumdog Millionaire, as I suggested, that I said he was going to win, he deserved to win. Danny Boyle won, so finally, and he accepted it in Tigger as he promised his kids he would. Best picture went to Slumdog Millionaire. Again, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. Slumdog Millionaire, best picture, and it was. The surprise was best actor in a lead role. I said Mickey Rourke, but Sean Penn did win, which it's for me. It's always to nail down the Screen Actors Guild because I'm usually always off one of those 4 categories for the Screen Actors Guild. But it's hard for me. It's kind of hard to nail down the Screen Actors Guild. But again, I said Mickey Rourke. I was wrong. Sean Penn won. But overall, it was a good show, and I think Hugh Jackman did a really good job, and he beat Jon Stewart's ratings both times. And I think if you bring him back another year, he definitely would host for a second term, and he would probably at least do better than Ellen DeGeneres and Chris Rock, at least, possibly Steve Martin. And I think if you give him a third consecutive time, he might get up there to, I don't know, Billy Crystal's ratings, but certainly maybe Whoopi Goldberg's ratings. But so far, that's it for my Oscar blog. I enjoyed watching the Oscars this year. I hope you did too. It was a kind of fun. I also like the Independent Spirit Awards, but it was a great, awesome weekend because I got to include skiing for the first time. And I'll talk more about my first experience of skiing. Talk to you soon. And continue checking out KindLikeSo Live in the future for more video blogs. And again, any comments, please let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.